Welcome back to Factorio. Time to start setting stuff up. Down south. Smelting, trains, mining, everything we could hope for. But first, let's clean up the inventory here a little bit. We don't need this many construction mods on us, because we can't really use that many. We don't need this much iron. We don't need any military science packs. Let's plop those in here. They'll get moved around as needed. This one, another time we had chemical science. Looks like chemical science is dying. Oh, what's the problem now? Problem is engine units. This can't be made quick enough. We only have these guys making any engine units. I can see how they might want more than that. We got as much speed module 1s in here as possible. We could do better. Let me get them some speed module 3s. How would that go for us? Also grabbing advanced circuits, which are not currently the bottleneck. While we have advanced circuits coming through and past here, which is definitely a strategy. Yeah, it's not enough chemical science. Yeah, limited by both of these now. Alright. Those will be the first thing we need to deal with. We can get more of that happening. If we have a bunch of speed module 1s and advanced circuits, processing units, make a bunch of speed module 3s. We don't have anything making the higher level modules currently. If we stand around here, we should be able to make some. How many of these do we want? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like 20 speed module 3s for that. It's probably not the best way to go about doing things. It's very, very slow. We just skip that part though. How many is this gonna take? It takes 5 speed module 2s, which need 4 speed module 4s. So 20 times 20, so 400 regular speed modules. There we go. Then the limiting factor becomes the other speed modules. How do we just do this with boxes here? If we take a look at the number of processing units and advanced circuits we have here, there's a lot. We should easily be able to get these set up. Just kind of deal with this right now. One probably. Maybe 5 of these. It's more of like a 1 to 2. Crafting time is 30 seconds, 60 seconds. That's much just work. We'll get this set up in a fashion. We'll go deal with other things while you have it working. From here, we offset, we can actually have space for things. There's some stacks. Here, out, and box, and power for everything. And sequester chests. each of these and get 100 of these. I guess we don't really need to request. We just give it the amount it needs. Need another one of these not in the way. For the other input. Be very simple setup here. Should at least get the job done. Here. Box. Box. You get these. It's gonna make What are those? She's gonna make 100 of these. I have 100 in there. It was 25. I don't know if we're doing this right. We want 20 of these. So we're gonna end up needing 100 Sinjol 2s. It'd be 400 Sinjol 1s, which we already have in there. And it's only a quarter of those, so it's only making 25. Well, that checks out. So we need 25 times 5 of all the other pieces here. Stack of that. Stack of that. And then a bit more. That's gonna be extra. That's the job done now. More for you. We could just put the correct number in here. That'd be even better. It's got 25 recipes and needs 5 needs 125. $125. Lovely. Then 125, 125. Processing units don't stack as high. That's alright. 100, 25, 100. And 25. This one here is gonna make 20 of these guys. So just 100 and 100, basically. This box, 100, 100, 3. Nope. 2 for these middle ones. Now they're good. So I'll make one of these sets every 30. Put it in here and it'll take twice as long to make these. That's okay. I'll put some speed modules on those. Totally could. Funny. Speed modules for the speed module machine. Yep. The recipe and the thing it's trying to do here. I don't think speeding up the header ones really even matter. Because they're making them as faster than they're going to be used anyway. But anyways, that'll help with that. Well, I'll also do the opposite of help with making the splitters here, which are eventually actually getting things moving here with the amount of gears we're finally making. So honestly, not speeding stuff is probably a better plan. There's also making centrifuges, which are also heading over there. Which is using 100 advanced circuits every time. Honestly, we'd probably be better off not speeding this up currently. Because if we use any more of the advanced circuits, it's going to be a problem. These advanced circuits are only getting me here for that purpose only. Could be sending other advanced circuits over there too if we wanted. There's a whole line of advanced circuits. Copper is definitely a concern for increasing that capacity though. Also, just having a few faster things here might not be bad. Just dump excess. I mean, this is just excess. If it gets there, it gets back to here. The side of this is backed up, which is weird. Not a huge amount getting through there. That's right. We could loop that red back to here. Probably. Let's do that. Why not? Why not? Okay. So we need to go further out to come back in, though. We're gonna just go around like that. Have some underground shenanigans here. Nope. That one we're just gonna get this one anyways. Gonna need some undergrounds here. Get out of the way. Undergrounds here. We can move it back this way. Over towards making red. Putting it out here, so that's kind of in the way, but also just get rid of all this and it'll still work. That's fine. Amazing what you can do with some undergrounds. Pretty good time. Okay. So now way more advanced circuits are going to be coming past here. And now we really would want more of that coming through. It's going to be always making more, which would be great. How's this doing? It's got 8 so far. We even put beacons here if we wanted to. Speed it up even more. I'm going to be using some beacons here for the smelting. Let's grab some. Here, 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 and here. So definitely more we could do with this system. We can even use the faster speed modules to speed up the making of the faster speed modules. Crafting speed 5.125 plus 310%. Now 340%. Yeah, that's pretty good. And another here. That's not even with as many beacons as possible. But the beacons do have quite the effect here. 2 of these. Plus 50% speed, and they get half, so it's actually just plus 50%. Did you be zooming? What are you trying to do? So mess with 2 here. Lack of processing units. Big enough? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 13, 14, 15, 16. Oh, yeah, it's plenty. Yeah, maybe not. That one made everything. That one made everything. This one has not enough processing units and advanced circuits. How do you have with 3 here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 18. Clearly we need more than that. We had some regular speed modules. There's one. That's 19. Almost there. So, 2. That's 2 more. This didn't get enough. Weirdly. If that makes 2 more, it'll be fine. I think. I'll have to take everything out. Be sure. Okay. Speed the module once in here, not a problem. I guess we can keep this set up here for now. I guess we want to make speed modules. Speed modules once are fine. Ones. If we need more speed module ones, we can just grab them too. So 4 of these. We need a 5th one. That enough? You doing it right? Nope. What if you can grab more the things that are being used for the current recipe out of them too effectively? These 16 20. So put these over here. Plenty of these are getting where they need to be now. It's absolutely just these guys that are a problem. And now, they're much quicker. Plus 200% speed. That's wild. What's the max beacons we could put going? Put this here. A beacon here, 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 here. Here, 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 here. As far away as it connects, that connects there. We only fit 2 beacons on the top layer here. 2 beacons here. There's not really space for another in the middle, so kind of looks like 12. Which is a lot. So each of these would be able to give 50% speed. But we need way more of the level 3 speed modules to actually make that do anything. I don't think trying to speed these up anymore would actually help, since we're not making enough to be actually used. Let's see how this has affected things further on. It's still going to be making enough. Yeah, it's going to be making some. It was previously backed up and now it's not backed up. Basically what I was saying is we're going to need more things, essentially. And we can do that. We can do that. By adding more smelting and everything. It's getting this going good again. Exactly. The ensigns are still not quite getting to this last one. It's only 5 things trying to make engines, though. They're doing their best. They're doing their best. Oh, the poor copper lines. For more advanced things with all these circuits and stuff, the copper is definitely the problem. Anyways. I want to go and get more updated smelting line system over here. All this copper going as fast as it can. Not this middle one. I'd like you to be pumping as much copper as possible. Let's see if we can help this. Essentially, better location. Maybe more utilized. But still would like to get more copper. We have the ability to get more copper in here. We're just not achieving it. So we can put in right here, where it's only going on to here. That's clearly not enough. We can solve that. A little bit of taking this and the rest of it back in. Now we get more copper coming through. Full speed? Potentially. Better, at least. Okay. This iron's not quite going full speed either. Doing better though. You can tell things are going by if the whole rails are going. It's definitely going. Only half of the steel is coming now. It's odd. And just by the way the steel gets used up, only half of it's getting through, but it's still fine. We're not using the full smelting power, but if we use up all the steel, then we would. So I think it's okay. It's probably okay. I'm gonna pick up all these excess hands here. If one's holding ore, don't let me just pick up the ore they're holding. That's slightly awkward. We'll keep the power going here. That's fine. It's trying to place the plates that give us those. Which is interesting. You can't just grab everything here because it's gonna pick up all the poles here. We got enough of a power grid here that taking up the poles probably wouldn't actually be a problem, really. Not something we need to worry about, though. These very specific pieces we need to pick up here. And these will all be used for the later smelting system we're gonna go make. So that all works out. These guys. He's trying to go pick up some of the ore. I guess we are grabbing a lot of the ore. It's 11 iron ore. It's just the... They have 11 iron ore. They got like one iron ore they put on the ground or something. Possibly also just another 11. These are big old stack inserters. Or it's like one on the ground plus the 11 in the stack. Something like that. These undergrounds aren't as necessary. That's alright. And having the network all the way out here to grab all this ore is also nice. I need to put some plates away now. That's fine too. These. You don't have quite as many iron ore here. Interesting. Yeah, all of these are not going to do anything. Closest they were to actually doing anything was filling up some extra furnaces with a bunch of bits. This isn't exactly what we need. Let's keep that working though. All these undergrounds. Don't think the size of these only work on one side really matters too much. Because we're still just getting a whole line of stuff in. It's all working out. Even the most used up ones here aren't going all the way. This is definitely more than enough. More than enough. I think this right here is about what we want. The most up-to-date system here. Making all the iron you could ever dream of. Not going at full speed. That's alright. Oh, what's happening here? Non-full copper line. Non-full copper line. Half plus a quarter. I guess we don't have quite as much copper here. This is what we got. 4 copper going into 3. So it needs 1.5 and we have not quite that much. I don't think any of the copper lines should be completely full then. I guess it depends if they're using the copper at the end then. Seems like the other two are working fine. This just needs less. Maybe it's just getting through the backlog still. Or this one's just getting less ore. This is getting a full plus a half. This one's getting full plus a half. This one's just getting a half plus a half. So yeah, this one does have less ore coming in. We don't have enough to really fill 3 here anyway. Unless we give them more to work with. To move the ore down in here in the first place. Upgrade all the copper here to express belt. Then more could get off the trains. Seems like the speed's still going right, so we could probably make that happen. I think that's a good idea. We could just express belt all these in order to get the most out of them as possible. The real question is the throughput, of course. Let's start here at least. Upgrade planner. For around here. I think it is going to do all the belts, so even the fuel belts, which obviously we don't need, but more work trying to not have that happen. Let's just upgrade all the copper belts here. It's also going to upgrade to stack inserters. We don't have... We got a little bit of construction stuff out here. I don't know if we really need stacks of anything. This is all in range, mostly. I think they might be coming to get done. We're also coming here to get it done. There's some construction bots. We are out of materials. Get back to section here. Let's bring in stuff. If we just do everything with express belts, then also would be fine. Obviously. Just need rail signals. Probably. Well, yeah, we might actually need quite a few rail signals for the new whole track setup we have. Regular filter inserters. Wrong. There is also the question of how many stack inserters are needed to make this whole thing work nicely. It's just the edges here. Still need some help. Okay. Yeah, 2 express belts here. Into 1 express belt, half express belts. And then ore streaming in here. Is it still a little shoddy here? It's not quite enough. Just some optimization here. Ore is getting in. It's not filling up anything. I think we have 3 express belts of ore coming in. We get 3 express belts of plates coming out. Missing tiny bits? Potentially. This one's not quite as... That should be half. This one is... I keep up with that. This one's only going in here and only using that much. I think more of that needs to come and connect to here. We kind of need a 4-to-3 balancing situation, which we don't quite have here yet. almost there. Oh, they're filling up. Just need a little bit of time to get it going. Enough of it is getting past now. That's actually filling. Just about. This one's not quite going full speed. It's all working though. So everywhere, all the other lines, yours made it past and it's doing just fine. Here's just not quite enough. It's enough to fill almost all the gaps though. I think it just about gets the job done. The more we can get send over there, the better, obviously. Anyways, let's get the new blueprint for the size of smelting that we actually need to worry about. That is this setup here. This is the new actual full smelting array. Electric furnaces, beacons. Perfect. And it doesn't need a tile or anything, because this is the full thing. Create that blueprint. Then in the blueprint book here, we got the old blueprint, which I want to get rid of, and add in the new, better blueprint. Perfect. Okay. All the trains still doing fine over here. Looking great. Train movement, doing fine. Things over here are doing the best they can. Making some iron, some steel. Some copper down here eventually when the train gets back. And the main problem with single outpost to single base to single line of smelters is eventually the outposts run dry. And then you got problems. We're using regular belts out here. That could be part of the problem. If the ore can't get there fast enough. Oh boy. Is that the situation? Is that what's happening with these first outposts? This one's all using fast enough. All the ones that can go are going. This uranium's definitely running a little bit shorter though. Still a million there though. Copper Outpost 1 only has 230,000 being mined by this many. And that is why this train is taking so long. Because this is the amount of copper ore that's coming through here. Oh boy. Yeah, that is not a mine that's doing its best. And it never was too large, it doesn't look like. These days, even less. And another research is done. Stone is fine, doesn't matter. This iron is using fast belts. It's iron plus 1. This just iron that's only going down on belts and getting smelted in the first smelters is barely going. All the way down this way. It's only iron and steel happening down here since the copper mine finished. Fast belts, fast belts. Fast belts. Yeah, over here, we're using regular transport belts for these two. That's no good. Fine flammables is done. What else do we want? How expensive are these? I go for the mining productivity. Just helps a little bit. Not the cheapest one we could get. The speed would be nice. Even faster robots. kind of like that. Let's go for the faster robots. 4,000. I think we really should go and get these, make sure they're not slow. I don't think it's hampering it currently, but at least fast belts. That's ridiculous. Because if it can't fill up the boxes fast enough, it's obviously no good. All right. Upgrade planner. This. We got some fast pieces. That's alright. Quicker. We're already using stack inserters and base speed transport belts. Definitely a choice. So let's get in here. Filling up slightly quicker now. Look at this splitter over here. It was trying to do something earlier. Now it's just doing its best. I have these express here. Gets it through at least. That's kind of waiting on that. That's kind of the problem. Over here, these are already full, so that's not the problem. I'll still upgrade it though. There we go. Looking good. We'll express these ones. We're using any... We're just using fast at the end here. I guess it goes 2 in, 2 out. It's actually fine. A whole fast splitter isn't really going to slow it down at all. In the end, only as much gets through as it will. But that's fine. Just put it here. Yeah, there's definitely plenty of drills that we could get rid of, because they're not drilling anything anymore. Don't really need to though. Just kind of sit around. It's fine. Should we get a train? Okay. So how is this looking now? A little bit of backup on the copper there. For the most part. These are getting in. A little backup on the iron too. Overall, I'd say smelting is going nice. I'll be able to put in everything down south. Should be great. Another question is going to be space science. We still have the whole line here. This is running out. We're almost there. Just needs to make more rocket control units. Which it is not quick to do. These are actually getting made a bit quicker than they were before, since more process units are showing up. Not enough to back up or anything, so that's alright. And over here we are still in the process of making the passive provider chests to fill the box. Then it's going to make storage chests. And then it's going to make buffer chests. And then it's going to make requester chests. I should probably put the requester chests earlier in this process. You are now making buffer chests. You are making storage chests. And you are making requester chests. These boxes didn't care what they were getting, so that's fine. This is actually going to make some requester chests for use in all the places that we need requester chests. So that should be good. Robots are full. On the network, we got 4,000 logistics, 4,300 construction. Just a casual 8,400 robots ready to do stuff if we ask them to. Need a few. Advanced circuits into here. I want to get more rocket control units. What we need? More speed modules. More speed modules. We need electronic circuits to actually get up this far. To do that, we would need more electronic circuits to be made, as they're not getting past the processing unit department. If we want more electronic circuits to be made, we need to have them be made this way. Only like this is going to. I mean, it's only going to that side. It's only going to half and half. We get more electronic circuits in here. If we move this to here, and this to here. Because we want these on the other side. This is the thing. We want to have it about even. I probably have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 8. So between these two would be where we want it. We want that on the outside. These are getting weird. This iron here. This underground here. I can't underground to that. This. Because it needs to be on the other side, which is what we're trying to fix here. One, two, three. I think one is still enough here. Probably. Because it has the +2 hand size. We pour 7 of these on that side and 7 on the other side. That gets basically full-ish, depending on how copper comes in. A fuller amount of electronic circuits, which all get snapped up by the processing units still, but it's the dream. Some of them are getting to the speed modules, which means some of them will be going to do other things. Boy, that has just taken all the electronic circuits it can get here. Copper is doing its best, trying to get up to this. It's just not quite enough. How much copper we got coming in here? As much as we can really give it, logistically, realistically. Are we hitting a bottleneck? Not quite. Yeah, there's not enough more copper coming to make enough of anything to get more going through here. So some of it will eventually get up to this speed module, which will eventually get up to be made into more process rocket control units here. And more processing units being made is also good, obviously. It's doing what it can. Yeah, it looks like we're getting slightly more copper in here. Still could be better. We're kind of getting towards the limit of what you can really do with the belts for individual sections here. We're sending it like pretty much all of a express belt of copper. It's not getting very far. It's all getting used up. Which is fine. Just need more things. There seem like more self-contained sections that take off more of it. Other than that, though, we're doing all right. And science is falling behind. We're at the end of the space science rope here. There goes one more. We're at 89%. This will actually launch. Needs 89%. Each of these takes 10. Need like another 110 without the productivity modules. Plus 10%. Something like plus 40%. Yeah, the speed is not the issue here, clearly. How much is speed module on us? Yes, we do. Yeah, it's too slow. Okay. So, yeah, it's getting used up now. There's still a long belt of space science here, but once that is used up, it's really going now. We got enough stuff going. It's using a lot of the labs at the same time here. This is what you want to see. It's not going to last. Especially since we have nothing left that doesn't need space science. I mean, eventually, everything else will get backed up. And it'll just only be able to be used to make the space science things in bursts. Eventually. Yeah. Once this finishes, we got problems. We're getting a few more here. Still 89%. Nope. 90. Gotta make sure this is actually auto-loading with the satellites. 4, 5, 7, 8. Yeah. The rest of the units are definitely getting made. Multiple of them are even going. Got the speed modules in here. Something to be said for using productivity modules in some of these. Because, I mean, half of them are already going with barely any of these getting made here. But all these speed modules, 15 seconds. These take 30. Only need like half as many. There's more than enough speed module in production. It's definitely something. Comes another 6. It's definitely getting there. Rocket fuel and low density structures doing pretty much fine. We're this way to the low density structure section. That's also using a significant amount of copper and steel. 9. They're mostly all going. Mostly all have the speed modules. It's keeping up with demand currently, at least. It's definitely something. here. Lots of these are going. It's using some of the productivity. It's already there now. Yeah, each of these launches only gets us like 1,000 more. We're definitely using it up faster than we can make it right now. We had just a backlog of space science for a while. Now we're kind of past that. Trying to take those two, possibly. Not getting any of the advanced circuits here anymore. So we're coming through here. Yeah, we're getting advanced circuits used to be getting passed here because none of the speed modules were being made or across these units. But now that they are being used, none of those are getting passed to make into the boxes. And that's not going to stop until all the rocket control units are fine, which they're not going to be. I kind of want to send at least some of those. What else are we making advanced circuits? Over here, these are all getting used. Even if it's mostly for stuff even further. I want to send some of these, actually make stuff over here. I don't really need more boxes right now. I think it's alright. Maybe 6%. Yeah. Just more would obviously be good. It'd be a lot to keep the space science going at a good clip. We are just breezing through it here. I don't think this much is going to be enough to finish the robot speed. Catch up on the other sciences though. Oh, it is dropping. It is to here now. Watch how far 1,000 things on a belt is. Probably pretty far. 97.5%. A little bit of productivity wouldn't go amiss here. Complain about that. It's a lot. And unfortunately we can't put productivity into beacons. Totally would. Let's go in. It's 98 and a smidge. Most version 99%. Yeah, the next one's definitely going to finish it. Auto launch with cargo. Should be a satellite. 6 more in here. That'll be enough. Launch the rocket. Should be great. It's definitely not quick. For 1,000 space sites. The productivity only affects the making of the rocket parts. It's 8. Pop that, and then pop that. 9. Preparing. Rocket progress. It's preparing. Things are moving. I think it put a satellite in there. It's making another satellite. Oh. Rocket launch. Yep. Space science. So, let's see how far 1,000 gets us here. Let's check it nicely. Currently we are to here. And dropping. This was like 4,000. It needs quite a bit more still. Yep. Now it's over here. Now it's into here. Now it's over here. 1,000 is still a good amount, though. Oh, now it's over to here. Now it's over here. So we got there, all the way back to here, all the way back to here. It is still using it up to. Doesn't need to be a perfect test of where 1,000 gets you to. Oh, it is looking nice, though. It's getting up to here. It's backing up. There's still 100 left. So that pretty much put 850 onto the line. That's going to be used up pretty quickly here. Used up all the materials to make another satellite. Those will all be made again earlier down on the line. And it keeps on taking more of the rocket fuel and low density structures as it goes. That's also doing fine. Okay. It's gonna hold out for another 1,200 here. But after that, we'll be waiting on the next launches to actually get anything to happen. But in the meantime, these will continue to be made, put in boxes. And even a handful of these getting past here should be making into more express splitters. Well, that's good. Once all these boxes get full of all the things, that'll also help. It is definitely a work in progress. Over here. Because of all the ridiculous things we requested. Do we need this number of any of these things? No. Doing it anyway. Okay. So that is working as well as it's going to. It's going. But we need to actually get out to the south. Just making sure things are working before we go get on the next project here. Southern smelting with the better trains. Next time. Goodbye.